Shalom and welcome to Just a Word Shorts. Chazak Eliyahu here, and we are going to look at another problem. There are many verses in the Bible that have been mistranslated, and we are going to look at one of them today. 1 Timothy 3, verse 16. We have already looked at Isaiah 9, verse 6. And let me just tell you that the Bible, they have this lie that the Bible is the inerrant word of the Most High. Yes, the originals are, but the translated ones are not, because it is called the Christian Bible. What does that mean? It was made for a religion. It was made for a religion, not for the truth, but to make you believe what the religion says. And we're going to see that today. Now, we have a article on our website, God was manifested in the flesh, solved, revealing 1 Timothy 3, verse 16, where we had looked at it long time ago. But now that we have come into is Yahusha, YAHUAH thing, it came up again, and people keep repeating. There are so many Christian verses that they keep repeating over and over again, not knowing that it is error. So when you say God was manifested in the flesh, then it makes you think that, hey, this Yahusha who came in the flesh was God himself. Okay? So Shaul said something very important in Philippians 3, verse 3. He says, "For we are the circumcision, which worship YAHUAH in the Ruach, and rejoice in Messiah Yahusha, and have no confidence in the flesh." So the flesh, Yahusha HaMashiach, we rejoice in the Most High. We worship the Most High, but we rejoice in Yahusha because Yahusha is our King. Yahusha is our salvation. He is our redemption. He's the one through whom we have forgiveness of sins. Even Yahusha himself said in Matthew 4:10, "Then said Yahusha unto him, Get thee hence, Satan, for it is written, Thou shalt worship YAHUAH thy YAHUAH, and him only shalt thou serve." So, in 1 Timothy 3, verse 16, here's what it says. And just by looking at the verse, if you have understanding, you can see that it was clearly a mistranslation. And I'm going to show you how. "And without controversy, great is the mystery." Before I go there, look at what is below here. Jeremiah 8:8. "How can you say we are wise, and the law of YAHUAH is with us? But behold, the lying pen of the scribe has made it into a lie." Of the scribes has made it into a lie, because Christians like to pretend that there can be no lie in that book. But it is telling us in Jeremiah 8:8 that the lying pen of the scribes will make the word, the law, into a lie. Okay? So we were pre-warned. Let's go to 1 Timothy 3:16. "And without controversy, great is the mystery of holiness." I'm going to speak verbatim. "God was manifest in the flesh, justified in the Ruach, seen of angels, preached unto the Gentiles, believed on in the world, received up into splendor, into glory." Look at this. God was manifested in the flesh, justified in the Ruach. How can the Ruach justify the Most High? The Most High is all powerful, all great. How can he be justified by the Ruach? He cannot. This has to be Hamashiach. Seen of angels. No, the Most High has been in the heavens, surrounded by angels, thousands of angels worshipping before him. What is so great to be seen of angels? It is Yahusha HaMashiach who was seen of angels. We're going to show you, but it's not referring to him as the God here, as the Most High. We're going to show you. Preached unto the Gentiles, believed on in the world, received up into splendor. So there are tainted translations in the New Testament. We can show you. One of the greatest ones is 1 John 5, verse 7. The comma Joannium, the insert. People know, scholars know that was inserted into the Bible. It was not there. It was put in to support a Trinity. All right? That is just one of the ones that comes to mind. I won't even bother going over, even when he was speaking about the 30 pieces of silver. He says, as it is written in Jeremy. Jeremy is Jeremiah. And that was not written in Jeremiah. It was written in where? Zechariah. All right? So there are many other errors. All right? So the lying pen of the scribes has made it into a lie. So let us look now and show you the error in the translation. The Codex Sinaiticus, remember there are many different manuscripts from which translations are made. Different translations are made from different sources. One of them is the Codex Sinaiticus, the earliest Greek manuscript, and it reveals the error in 1 Timothy 3:16. Look at that. 1 Timothy 3:16. And confessedly, great is the mystery of godliness. He who was manifested in flesh was justified in spirit, seen by angels, preached among the Gentiles, believed on in the world, taken up in splendor, in glory. This has to be HaMashiach. He who was manifested is HaMashiach. He was shown in the flesh. And look what it says, seen by angels. As I told you before, the Most High, there's no great thing for the Most High to be seen by angels. The great thing is when Yahusha HaMashiach now is seen by angels, because as it said in the book of Galatians, in the manifestation of the fullness of time, then he was given unto us. He was born in the fullness of time. That is why now he is seen of angels and taken up in splendor, in glory. The Most High is always in glory. He's the one that has all the glory. So if this was him taken up in glory, how can he be taken up in glory? And he has all the glory, all the splendor. All right? So we're going to show more about this error. All right? So there are many different manuscripts because Jerome wrote, in the 4th century, Jerome wrote that these versions become corrupted and others are added until by the 4th century, in the words of St. Jerome, the leading biblical scholar of the time, there are almost as many texts as manuscripts. So there have been many different manuscripts that they have used, and they became corrupted over time. As we told you, we gave you the example of the Comma Johanneum, 1 John 5:7, where it says that there are three that bear witness and all three are one. That is a lie that should not have been in there. That was input for the Trinity. This is what we're talking about. They came corrupted. And so we're getting translations, some of them from these corrupted translations. All right? So let's look at other English translations to see that show up this error. In the Good News Bible, it says, 1 Timothy 3:16, no one can deny how great is the secret of our religion. He appeared in human form, was shown to be right by the Spirit. So how can the Most High be shown to be right? There's no greater level of righteousness than the Most High. And was seen by angels. That's no great thing for the Most High to be seen by angels. He was preached among the nations, was believed in through the world, and was taken up to heaven. The English Standard Version says, great indeed, we confess, is the mystery of godliness. He was manifested in the flesh. This is Yahusha HaMashiach. Vindicated by the Ruach. Yahuwah cannot be vindicated by the Ruach because he's above all. He's the one that does the vindication. Seen by angels, proclaimed among the nations, believed on in the world, taken up in splendor. So neither of them matches the Codex Sinaiticus kind of exactly, but it gives you the idea. But there are two other translations that more closely match that from the Codex Sinaiticus. These are the RV version. And it says, and without controversy, great is the mystery of godliness. He who was manifested in the flesh, justified in the Ruach, seen of angels, preached among the nations, believed on in the world, received up in glory. This is Yahusha HaMashiach. Okay? The Messiah. The BBE says, Bible in Basic English, and without argument, great is the secret of religion. He who was seen in the flesh, who was given God's approval in the Ruach, who was given Allah's approval in the Ruach. It's speaking about Hamashiach, people. He is a Mashiach who was given Allah's approval in the Ruach, was seen by the angels, of whom the good news was given among the nations, and we know that the good news came through Yahusha HaMashiach, the gospel. Yeah? In whom the world had faith, and we know our faith is in Yahusha HaMashiach, who was taken up in splendor, and we know Yahusha was taken up after his resurrection in splendor. This is Yahusha HaMashiach. It's not talking about the Most High, nor is it referring to him as the Most High. This is the wickedness of man. And let me tell you something here. In this same book of 1 Timothy, the very next verse went on to tell us what they just did. Now the Ruach speaketh expressly that in the latter times some shall depart from the faith, giving heed to seducing Ruachoth and doctrines of devils. This is it. The doctrines of devils is Yahusha, is Yahuwah, Christianity, the Trinity, Father, Son, Holy Ghost, 3 in 1, 3 in 1, 1 in 3. And this is what it's talking about. Speaking lies in hypocrisy. The hypocrisy is that they know the truth, because this was given to us by the children of Edom. This was given to us by heathens, pagans, who embraced their pagan religion. They took our scriptures, the scriptures of the children of Israel, and they embraced their pagan customs, brought them in, and meshed them with the scriptures by twisting here and twisting there. Speaking lies in hypocrisy, having their consciences seared with a hot iron. They know it is a lie, and they sear their conscience to get us to worship in their false religions. Okay? So this is a lie. Let me go back to the Codex Sinaiticus. This was a lie. The verse should have read, and confessedly great is the mystery of godliness. He who was manifested in flesh was justified in Ruach, seen by angels, preached among the Gentiles, believed on in the world, taken up in splendor. It is referring to none other than Yahusha HaMashiach. It was not referring to the Most High. None at all. This is the error in translation, and I hope you've seen it. You can also check our error in the Isaiah chapter 9, verse 6, and errors in Philippians 2:11, Isaiah 43. We've done quite a few of them, and as we go along, Yahuwah willing, we will do them and bring out the truth, because this channel is here to bring out the truth of false religion. We do not follow any religion, people. Acts 24:14, we are followers of the way that they call heresy. So worship we the Yahuwah of our fathers, believing all things that are written in the law and in the prophets. That is what we do. That is what we believe in. And so we are able to see the truth because we follow the way. John 14:6, I am the way, the truth, and the life. So we follow the Messiah who leads us to his Father. There is no other way. We follow the Messiah, Yahusha, unto righteousness, unto truth. And so he told us through his Ruach, he will guide us into all truth. So while he's guiding us into all truth, precept upon precept, line upon line upon line, here a little, there a little, we share it with you. So please share Just a Word Shorts with someone, please, so we can continue to reveal truth upon truth upon truth as we share it with you. All right, thank you all for listening and or watching. And please do like, comment, share, and subscribe. Please make this active. Please let this channel grow. Thank you and shalom.